Well, like a lot of Americans right now, I'm enthralled with the latest developments of Hurricane Dorian. That's the hurricane that has basically pummeled through the Bahamas and is making its way to the southeast corner of the United States. And right now, the consensus is that it will have at least some impact in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. But for me, I'm as interested in how the PR people for the emergency management and law enforcement and government communities are going to respond to this one. There's some general edicts that they will all follow, at least the good ones, and here's what it'll be. Number one, assume that the initial reports that they will receive about damage and impact will be at best incomplete and worst case just completely wrong. In any sort of crisis situation, communications gets compromised or at least gets strained. And so you're not exactly sure that the information you're getting can be corroborated, and you're not sure of its context. So emergency management officials will have to balance between getting information out to the public as quickly as they can, but also with the full understanding that the information is developing and that there will be more to follow. Point number two is a reiteration of not only what they are doing to at least ensure to the best that they can the public's safety, but will also give instructions to the general public as to what they need to do, their responsibility in terms of staying safe, following the directions of law enforcement, following the directions of emergency management officials, and the reasons why. The other thing that compounds any sort of emergency like this is you always get a handful of people who ignore the warnings, who ignore the directions of government officials. And in doing so, they will require a disproportionate amount of resources when they get themselves in a situation that they need to be rescued, putting other people's in harm's way. That will be a point that they will reiterate time and time again. And the third and the longer term issue will be once the damage is fully understood, once the impact is fully felt, then it's going to be a conversation about what will be done to restore things back to, at least as best as possible, the original state. Whether that's road infrastructure, electricity, water, and those kind of basic necessities to get people back in their homes, businesses back up and running, and things moving again. That's going to be the responsibility of the emergency management and public relations officials in the government and the law enforcement community. So be on the lookout to see how well the federal, state, and local municipalities, corporate communications head work together to provide sound messages regarding level of impact, warnings to people as to what they're supposed to do, and how things are going to be restored to normal. That's going to be my watch for the next few days. My best to anybody who's out there in the path of this storm. I hope you stay safe. Please listen to your law enforcement and emergency management officials, and please Godspeed as you head to safety.